3 o'clock, good to have you with us. We talked a little college football to open, but let's get to what everybody really cares about. It's Lions game week, and I think the Lions might be getting a little bit of a gift. Maybe it's karma for all the injuries you endured last year and for all the consternation about the Micah Parsons thing. These headlines with Micah Parsons, you know, Jeremy Otto, who's an epidural expert, being that he gets his wife pregnant every 6 minutes, it's the idea of there are only two people getting epidurals. Women birthing babies, God help you. Or if your back is incredibly screwed up. A headline, Micah Parsons may need epidural injection to make Packers debut Sunday. Packers, Micah Parsons has facet joint sprain. May be able to play Sunday. I think that's a massive boost for your Detroit Lions. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Because the idea is, look, I had doubts Parsons would play 50 snaps. He's been there for 7 days. Mm-hmm. But now you factor this in. I'm sorry. There's immense pressure for them to trot this guy out there. I also, by the way, I think it's hilarious. You can't take a bunch of things, but hey, shoot him up with an epidural pregame. That'll take care of it.
Right. Yeah.
Am I wrong to
right,
think?
You can't get smelling salt.
Exactly.
But an epidural.
Don't you dare celebrate.
Right.
I wanted your take on this because if I'm a Lion fan, I'm looking at this and wondering, does Micah Parsons play 15 snaps? And what version of Parsons are you getting? It's a nice thing to not have to deal with in a road divisional game.
And I guess, Mike, I didn't take this that seriously because, and maybe silly me, I thought that Green Bay did their homework and you're going to go ahead and examine this guy and make sure that he's completely healthy and not possibly going to be out for an extended period of time this season. You see him practicing or running around doing drills, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you got to take this shot for back injury. It's like, back injury? I thought that was just a ruse when he was laying on the massage table. But now I'm wondering, okay, is this just, I don't know where this is coming from, or is this serious? But I guess I thought Green Bay did their homework before you end up paying a man $184 million. That you want to know he's not damaged goods coming from Dallas. And you know, is this going to be one where Dallas actually knew what they were doing, getting rid of him? Because a back injury is one of those things that really never goes away. So you're right. The Lions may have been given a little bit of, I'm not going to say a free square, but
just a break. Just something like, hey,
you don't have to worry about one of the most dominant pass rushers.
Now, again, could they pull a Lawrence Taylor in any given Sunday? And, you know, he's out there with Dr. Feelgood. It's possible. I just think it's something we need to really pay attention to as the week goes along. These headlines on a Tuesday for a player who got traded last week.
Yeah.
Maybe it just gives you a little bit of a reprieve. And Green Bay is still a really good defense, and it's still a really good football team. But I would like to know what Lions fans make of all of it. I'm not preparing for him to not play, but I'm prepared to lessen what I think he's going to be able to give.
Yeah, if that is the case, then yeah, if you're a Lions fan, you should be very happy over this. Not that you're happy over an injury, but you know that's less pressure that's coming on Jared Goff with a brand new not a brand new, but a new offensive line. Like I said, I just assumed that Green Bay knew what they were doing and they tested him out, and he was going to be ready to play from day one. And then when I saw him out there in the practice footage, I was like, okay. He's wearing number 1. He looks pretty good. And then these reports come out. It's like, oh, okay. It's weird because it's, you know, a lot of, well, he may miss this. He may need this. But it's nothing definitive saying, yes, he's going to be out. So that's why I'm like, is this a smokescreen or what? Like, are we really doing this right now? I'm so confused when it comes to Micah Parsons. I am, because I'm going to pay you $184 million, man. I want to know everything about you. I want to know, have you paid your taxes? Are you paying your rent? Are you healthy? I'm not going to pay you this money for some damaged goods. I'm just not doing that.
Okay. David, what do you make of it? I mean, look, it's going to be a tough game regardless. But am I wrong in looking at this and starting to have real doubts that he's going to be any version of Micah Parsons? He didn't play. He sat out. A lot of people in Dallas said he was faking an injury. Now it comes out he may need an epidural to play, which makes those reports look absolutely ridiculous. What do you make of it?
If he's not able to play, that's a huge advantage for the Detroit Lions. I mean, yes, you should be ecstatic, Lions fans, if he can't play. But I am a little bit sort of like Rico because the line hasn't moved at all on this game. So if Micah Parsons isn't playing, then why hasn't the line moved towards the Lions in this?
David for the win. That's a great call.
That's where I'm confused by everything. It's like, does he really have this injury? Or are you, like Rico says, are they doing a smoke screen here? Because it is very confusing that you can have this sort of injury, epidural. I can't imagine that you could play football with that. You can't play football with epidural. You can't move when you have an epidural.
David, if that's the case, if I'm Green Bay, I don't know if I'm making this trade. I don't know. No, let that be somebody else's problem. We're not going to invest that much in him now because if your back goes, it never is the same.
Don't look at me. Hey, you're future casting. I'm just talking about Sunday. And if the Lions can get off to a 1-0 start, that takes a ton of pressure away.
Yes, it does.
It's a divisional game. It's a divisional road game. And if their $188 million man ain't there or is limited, hey, benefit Lions. That's not our problem. Lions dealt with plenty of injuries last year. So I want to see them go and win. Anything that benefits winning. I mean, I understand it's like PC society. Oh, my God, you can't root for injuries. No, I don't want people to die. And, okay, I'm sorry if the guy's hurt. But am I really sorry?
No.
Not really.
Dude, if you're playing against the Philadelphia Eagles and Saquon has an injured ankle.
You hate to see it.
Right. That's
not.
It's life in the big city, man. Just like I'm quite sure if Green Bay would love to hear, well, Jahmyr Gibbs is questionable. Okay, well, we got a bonus.
Lions fans were happy, and they still say it to this day. Oh, Jordan Love wasn't healthy last year. Yeah, and you enjoyed that as a Lions fan.
You did.
No. That doesn't count.
No.
That doesn't count.
Jordan Love, he's a horrible quarterback, and he sucks.
Go. That a baby.
He can barely.
I forgot.
He can barely compete at pass, and he can't even spell his last name.
Injuries matter. When the Lions win, injuries don't matter. You got to understand how this game is played now, David. Stick to the rules.
Right. The Rams' offensive line not being there doesn't matter.
The point is the Lions had a lot of injuries late in the year. Maybe it's a little karma. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, maybe the guy goes to Dr. Feelgood and he's 100% Sunday, and it's all just media fodder as we head into kickoff. But when you read the report of Micah Parsons potentially needing an epidural just to get on the field, hey, you're not going to see me cry. 248-539-9797.